Yeah, hello, it's me, Ahmad Salim Ibrahimi, A.S.I. Ahmad Salim Ibrahimi, as the one and so on, the names I know, so on. Hello. The thing about theoretical theory is some people believe that aviation of the world is the aviators or the aviation of a televiation. And that's not aviation of a televiation or alavi or mati or jati or kati or wati. It's not talavi tavi. The only problem is some people ignore, some people behave, some people don't behave. The worst thing to do is fly in an airplane and think something bad's gonna happen. So don't fly on a plane when you're thinking of something bad's gonna happen. Because a merit is a merit, a distinction is a distinction, a pass is a pass. If you're someone with a distinction or a pass or a merit, think about this. Distinction is very important. It's a very important person. So if you're an important person and you're in a plane, your thinking is going wrong. It's bad. But not just for the person, for all of them. Because that person is important. They'll have attention everywhere for that person. So the only other thing is food is very important in an airplane. Beverages is not important, sorry. Beverages is not important because if someone is like Muslim or something other, there are a lot of people that believe in different languages or different cultures that wouldn't even drink alcohol, regardless of being Muslim or not, or Sunni or Shia or Ahmadi. I'm not Ahmadi. My name is just Ahmad. I'm not Ahmadi. Might sound strange or this, but my real name is Salim John when I was born. Salim John. So yeah, coming back on that, yeah, yeah. So if you're having a beverage in an airplane, like a beer or champagne or something, it could make someone else think different. Or if you're Afghani, they might think he's a Paki or Arab or Iraqi or so and so, Iranian or Irani. But then again, English language is spoken not in just England, United Kingdom, England, British, Virgin Isle, or American English, or maybe some other countries in Europe that speak English. Um, if not, just two: American English and English. Um, yeah. So the aviation is aviation. You know, the aviation is aviation, and the word of aviation is aviatosh. And the word of aviatosh is called balatosh, watosh, matosh, wachosh. These are the things some people say, some people don't, some people do. I'm looking at Buddha down there. I said Ganesh and Buddha. I'll show it to you if you want to, but no, you just have to understand because the word is a word, yeah. So if the Buddha doesn't say nothing and the mouth is closed, obviously you've seen Buddhas, the mouths are closed. Doesn't have open, yeah. So if that is that, they must have a lot of they must have a lot of self-reliance on it. They must have a lot of self-reliance and self-control and emotion and self pedigree and things like that, you know. So that was that. Um, the other thing I want to talk about is yeah. Some people believe in trees. They believe in trees that say trees are there, here, where, here. Trees are everywhere. So if the trees are everywhere, back in the days, people used to believe that in trees there's oxygen. So the oxygen is trapped in trees. I started praying to God, Almighty God, the unseen or one or two. God is God. No one can see God if that's the reality. So I started praying and I said to the God and said to a lot of people and a lot of God in my prayer because when I pray one verse, I can use that one verse to diverse not. I can use that verse to manipulate not. I use that verse not to proceed not. I use that verse to understand. So there's a lot of trees. Cut the trees down. Trees grow back and grow back again. If you cut it down, then there's less. But then again, in Africa, there must be trees. There has to be a lot of trees because there's a lot of animals in Africa. There's elephants. There's giraffe. There's a lot of animals that would eat grass or leaf from trees, you know. So then now we talk about flowers, fragile flowers for women, girls, ladies, grandmas, grannies, and all that. Excuse me. Yeah, so flowers are important for smelling, for essence, for calming down, for soothing. And flowers are important for graveyards, for people that are missing or people that are loved ones, or just as generosity to appreciate and to just soothe them with them, something like comfort. The other thing is, when you give a £1, £2, or £10, 20, however much you will give it to your son, and your son says, "Mom, what do I do with this money?" Excuse me. Excuse me. So the kid doesn't know this. The kid doesn't know this, and the mom doesn't know this. So then, if the kid and the mom doesn't know this, what's gonna happen to the kid and the mom that doesn't know this? Sorry, sorry for coughing. Yeah. So that was that. The other thing is, I don't understand why people behave bad. Yeah, the other thing I don't understand why people behave bad. When we were on the buses or trams or any kind of transport, that we travel along. 3 colors, yeah, or 4 or 5. You know, we always talk on the phone or eat or drink or would smell different. So what more better? What more better to be essenced with flower smell? That's loving smell. What more better than fragrance smell? That's more better. What more better than perfume smell? What more better? What more better than atar or atar, what they call it in Arab? What more better? Excuse me, pardon me. So that was that, yeah. The other thing is, why do people say, honestly, I've got a big issue on this. I've got a big issue on this, and I don't understand this, but I do understand it. So, I want to say, yeah, prophets are prophets. So if you want to believe in prophets, Jesus, Macbeth, Prince Henry, Churchill, even Princess Diana is like a prophet. She's a god. I believe that. But she's not a prophet. Unless she was. I wouldn't know. Royals know. So, you know, so believe in your prophets or your gods. But don't keep saying your name Ibrahim. Because you could be talking to anyone that's called Ibrahim in Afghanistan. You know, when that person is old and he won't understand what to say, he's going to say, just leave me alone and pray. Just leave me alone and pray. So there's confusion, or not confusion, there's just a bit of a misunderstanding. I don't know, man. So I'm coughing. This is putting me off from posting this. So I won't post it. I'll post it. Yeah, thank you.